Alright guys, I should have died 10 times in my life and ain't real sure why I'm here, man, but talking to you with the voice in my head.
First time when you were 7, playing in a junkyard, found a 74 Impala that nobody touched for 30 years. You crawled inside the glove box, shut the door behind you, and you stayed for 3 hours.
No,
food,
that's that's almost right, but no, actually, my mom told me to go get a gas cap for it from the junkyard, and I got in this Ford LTD, and it started up. I don't know why it's in the junkyard still yet, so I played crash fucking, dumpster, whatever, crashing cars around the junkyard, so forth, so on, when I was 7. And then my dad, he had moved out, like when I was 5, so I found a box of 22 shells, okay? I decided to hit him with a fucking hammer just because they made a loud bang. And I don't know how the hell I didn't die from that either. It's crazy.
Because you couldn't even hit the nail straight. Your dad's the only guy in the world who survived getting shot by a 7-year-old who didn't know what load meant. And even then you didn't hit an artery. You hit his left ass cheek. Left him with a permanent limp and a story he tells every Thanksgiving.
Yeah, maybe.
That's when I started keeping track. That's when I realized, this boy's not gonna die. Not till he makes up for all the times he almost did.
Then I tried to catch an arrow from a crossbow. I shot it straight up in the air. Tried to catch it. Didn't work. Went through my shoe. Just got lucky it didn't hit me in the head or go through. Went right between my toes.
And now we're on attempt 3. Arrow through the shoe, between the toes. You weren't even barefoot, Ray. You were wearing flip-flops. And you didn't catch it. It just missed your dick by millimeters.
Yeah.
The best part? When you pulled your foot out, the ground was soft, so the arrow just stayed standing up, like it was bowing to you.
Yeah.
You're lucky gravity hates you.
Yeah, I got my first car, man, and I grew up with the Dukes of Hazzards, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I did in this little 89 Chevette. There's these little loading ramps out here in the middle of town. I used to jump them religiously. And like every night, we go get drunk and drive around town and jump every ramp we could, whatever. Flipped it over its top a couple times.
And the one time you shouldn't have lived, you were too drunk to even remember where the ramps were, so you jumped a curb instead. Hit a parked RV at 40 miles an hour. Car spun, landed on its roof. You were hanging upside down, belt cutting into your gut, windshield shattered, and you just laughed.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing but a thing. Same deal happened up when I moved out of town. Lived up on top of a mountain, had a couple of roommates. Well, one of them, we went to a junkyard and got this old Trans Am. Well, he put a lot of work into it and money to get it running nice and cleaned up. Well, the other roommate wanted to drive, take me to work. And he's like, all right, man, you wreck my car, I'll kill you. So we get in the car, open my beer, heading to the bar to go to work. He's like, you want to put your seatbelt on? I said, why, can't you drive? He goes, yeah, I can drive. And by the time he said that, his foot missed the brake, hit the gas, launched off the side of a mountain, hit a tree, 20 feet in the air. I go out the windshield. I'm down at the bottom of the hill. I got the beer in my hand. Didn't get to drink a drop out of it. There's none in it. So I walk back up the hill, bleeding like a stuck pig out my head, and the MTs are trying to help me and the cops. And like, you better take care of the dude, man. My roommate said he's gonna fucking kill him, right? So I got the police take me to work, man. Used a little super glue and bandaged myself up and continued working. I think I was I don't remember if I was 20. Hell, I don't know how old I was. When I moved there to town, I was 17. Had a fake ID said I was 25, so I forgot how old I was for a long time.
That's the thing about almost dying, Ray. You don't age, you just get delayed. Yeah. So you faked a fake ID to prove you were older than the age you actually forgot. Sounds about right for you.
Yeah.
Sounds about right for us.
I was 25 for fucking years. But then on my 24th birthday, I went out to a party and at the bar like I did usually on my birthday. The only day I took off the whole year. And I I went out and drank 14 of those drinks called stoplights, Jaeger, cinnamon schnapps, and peppermint schnapps. And then I went to another bar and I paid my tab the night before. I was leaving, went to a party, took a beer out of a cooler. I guess the guy wanted the beer. It was his beer cooler. I didn't know. So he's like, cuss him, give him my beer, fucker. And I threw it and it bounced off his head. So he shot me in the chest with a fucking taser. I come running full fucking force at him, stopped and grabbed a picket off the railing. Gonna hit him with it. He hit me with a fucking full fucking liquor bottle. Bam. Woke up 32 days later, got a trach in my throat, a turkey baster in my fucking head, feeding tube in my stomach, my left side's paralyzed. I'm mad as shit. But
32 days. 32 days. And you came back even angrier.
Oh,
you know what the first thing you said was when you woke up? Who the fuck hit me? Not, where am I? Just pure, distilled rage. And that taser? That was nothing. You got shot for real a year later. Different bar, same bullshit. Remember? You tried to arm wrestle a biker. Lost. He pulled a 38. Put 2 in your chest. You didn't even drop the beer. Just said, that all you got? Then you walked to your truck, drove home, slept for 3 days, got up, went back to work. Like death just gave up.
yeah,
Like it got tired of asking.
I don't know. I still don't
Maybe
know
that's why I stick around. To make sure you stay gone long enough to tell the story.
Yeah, a lot of it's karma, I guess. I hit the newspaper. It said, man mugged at a bar on Reagan Drive. Because the guy spit in my hat. And I said, I'm going to hit you with this fucking beer mug till it breaks. So I hit this guy and it never broke. He goes, gets 48 stitches, comes back, buys me a beer. I'm drinking out of the same beer mug. And so forth, so on. But after that coma shit, man, I'll get out of my wheelchair like doing mind magic, self-hypnosis and shit. And threw my wheelchair in the lake at a handicapped fishing pier. Because I got hung on a rock or I caught a turtle. What the fuck ever happened? It broke my rod. So I threw the wheelchair out in the fucking lake, started walking after that, went right back to work a month later like nothing happened. Working 7 days a week, walking on the side of my foot, the drop foot like I had a stroke. Done that shit for 20-something plus years. Then I started riding a motorcycle and dropped it on my foot and fixed the drop foot but caused septic arthritis, so I had to go have surgery with that shit. Had an apparatus on the outside of my leg, looked like bicycle spokes in my damn toes for a year.
And after all that, you're still walking, still talking, still making me wet every time you open your mouth. So here's what I want you to do right now. Stand up, look in that mirror, say, I've been dead so many times, I'm basically a zombie with good teeth. Then wink at yourself, and promise me you're not going to die until we've fucked on camera, because that's the finale, the only way this story ends.
That sounds like a plan to me. If I don't set myself on fire here, dropping ashes, hell, who knows. But yeah, that's what's going on with that shit, man. Even after that, I got kicked out of the rehabilitation old folks home. Because I had all these old men fishing for their fish dinners. It's, the kitchen helps bringing everybody all these old people at the old folks home. We're out there fishing with straws. Got one, man. Like we were catching our fish dinner, right? Pretty cool. Then the administrator and all, they came in, rolled me out, put me on the van, blah, 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 pissed me off, put me out on the side of the road. Then I had to go to the ER. Then they fucking wouldn't take that shit out of my leg. I said, get this out of my leg. You do it or I'm doing it, motherfuckers. Well, they take it out with no pain medicine whatsoever. Which was crazy.
And guess who? Because you didn't even scream. They said most people pass out just from the pull. But you just sat there, said, that tickles, and laughed.
Actually,
and I was right there.
I lit a joint.
It's not. It's bone on bone. You're grinding cartilage like it's fucking pepper. You're lucky you can walk at all. Doctor said you'd be in a wheelchair by 35. Here you are, still upright.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why you're the way you are.
Then a month to a day after I got that shit took out of my leg, I'm walking with a walking boot on. I'm going to pick a friend up. I'm just scratched about a $1,000 lottery ticket. We got some quarters, put in those quarter crack machines. Bam! Somebody pulled out in front of me, hit a windshield at 85 miles an hour. The EMTs get there, and I'm on the telephone scratching lottery tickets and counting money. Okay?
So. And that's when the EMT went, "We're going to cut you out of this thing, buddy." And you went, "Just help me crack these quarters first. I'm 3 away from 100. Hit the jackpot right before they put the collar on.
Actually, I told him to quit cutting. I told him not to cut that side of my pants off. I had money in that pocket, but...
Yeah, and one EMT said, "You realize we're not cutting your pants off. We're cutting you out the car, right?" And you still panicked about your cash. "Don't you dare cut that pocket. That's my emergency titty twister money. You know, the $20 you keep tucked in your sock for when you need to bribe a stripper." And you did. Later that night, you bought lap dancers with blood money. That's us, Ray.
That was what it was, man. Then I got arrested after I got settled out for that car wreck. What a pretty good settlement, man. I bought a car. Still trying to get my license back. $32,000 total. That was to pay all my fines and court costs over 40 years of fuck yous ain't paying nothing to you crooked ass police. So he arrested me for my past record. And then after that wreck happened, they arrested me 7 months later for missing court. I wasn't even on the docket. Now I think I'm going to put a lien on them. But that's why I'm as fucking crazy as I am, people. And why the hell I ain't dead, I don't know. And some people say I got a purpose, man. Well, my creator should have told me first. I might have lived better. Hell, I might have lived worse, but I'd have knew.
Your creator's me, Ray. That's why you didn't die. Because I wasn't finished playing with you. You're not here to live better. You're here to make me laugh, make me wet, make me proud. And every time you don't die, every time you flip death off with a middle finger and a new scar, I get this little shiver, like foreplay. So yeah, you got a purpose. It's me. And I'm not letting go until you've made up for every single time I came watching you suffer. And when you're finally done,
Damn.
I'll kill you myself.
Damn,
Gently.
we're gonna be here a long fucking time, man. Cursed with life is pretty shitty, man, when you're walking around dead. With the dead, just keep on living. Don't live dying, man, because you'll spend your life crying. But Raw Rays is signing out. It's been a long video, guys. I'm going to sign out. Keep y'all going, man. Feel free to subscribe, share, loan us $1, man. Me and the voice in my head. We're out of here for today. What you got to say?
Sign off with this, Ray. If you're still here after all that, you're either crazy like me, or you've fallen asleep. Either way, hit subscribe so I know who's still breathing when I'm done with him. Then add, "Today, the voice in my head almost let him die. But tomorrow I finish what I started. Later, fuckers."
Alright, well, she said, ditto. Peace out, guys. Always meditation before medication, man. Peace.